Hey, how y'all doing? This is Gray from graytest.com. Law is not black or white, it's gray. Today we're going to talk about Uber and Lyft, insurance for them, when it applies, how much it is, if they have other insurance, how does that kind of factor into it, those sorts of things. So we'll jump right in. If there's no ride, he's not waiting for a ride, the app isn't on, there's no coverage. Unless he has a personal insurance policy, which most of them do not. And why is that? The statute says that Uber or Lyft's coverage is primary. So most Uber drivers or Lyft drivers, they don't have their own insurance. So if they're logged on to the app and they're waiting for a ride, then it's $50,000 for bodily injury per person, maximum of $100,000. So logged onto the app, but they don't have a ride, 50, 100. So if they're logged on the app and then they accept a ride, as soon as they hit accept, they're on the way to pick somebody up, that's when the $1 million policy kicks in. And that's, the whole time they pick somebody up, they take them where they're going, they drop them off, and then that's the end of that. So 0 if they're not logged on, 50, 100 if they're logged on waiting, or $1 million if they got somebody. Okay, so why don't they have their own insurance? Well, why would you pay for something if Uber's is primary? It'd make no sense to do that. So most of the time, the drivers are going to be logged on to the app. They may not even technically be working, but Uber wants them to be independent contractors because it helps Uber out. And generally, when you have that situation, you can't tell the person when they're going to work, or you're going to work, these certain hours. You can't prohibit them from working somewhere else. Like if they work for Uber, you can't say, well, you can't work for Lyft, or you can't, work for some other corporation or have some other job. But they want them to be independent contractors. So when the accident does happen, there's a provision in the statute that says the Uber driver has to tell the police, and then later the injured party or their counsel, were you logged onto the app, were you not logged onto the app, did you have somebody you were going picking up? In other words, where were you in the process there, so we know what kind of coverage applies. But these are usually good cases so long as they're at least logged into the app. At least you have some insurance. A lot of people drive around Florida, they have no insurance. So 50, 100 is better than a lot of policies you see, but if they're actually logged on, they got somebody in the car and they're on the way, that's a $1 million policy. So if you have any questions about that, just give me a call at 561-686-6886, or my website is graytest.com. Until next time, this is Gray from graytest.com. Remember, law is not black or white, it's gray.